Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So by the thumbnail you can probably already see what this look is. I don't know yet because I'm kind of pulling it out of my butt. But I want to do a Ice Queen-ish look, but I want to be able to use just normal makeup. Like normal, as in just not Halloween makeup. So like something like a palette, or rather than like paints and blood and gore, which I'll get to that one probably sometime eventually. But I figure most people can't or just don't want to go to the expense of buying this kind of stuff. And so if they do, they go to a Halloween store and normally it's kind of pretty crap makeup. So I figured not everyone wants to go get that stuff, so you want to be able to do something with the makeup you already have. So that's what this look is going to be. I am going to do it as a voiceover so that I can watch something on the side as I do this, because it's just easier to process if I'm not trying to also explain what I'm doing. So let's just go ahead and get into this. So the first step is to take a primer. Any primer will do. This is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. And then you'll want to take some foundation and or white paint, depending on how dark your skin naturally is. I'm pretty fair, so this is my lightest foundation. It is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. Then we're going to go in with concealer, just the basics of how you typically would do your makeup. Just make sure it's really white or really light stuff because you are an ice queen. Also, I forgot to mention, the concealer I am using is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And then I'm just going to set everything that I just powdered. Then I'm going in with the NYX Hot Blue Single Eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that to start filling in my brows. You will see that I'm going to end up using 3 shades for my brows. A dark blue, this lighter-ish blue from the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, I think is what it's called. And I will go back to this palette very frequently. So you just want to find any blue shades you have. Then I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. This is the only white shade I have. I wanted to use this shade to kind of highlight my eyebrows, so I wanted to give it dimension. That's why I'm using the 3 different shades. Then going back in with this palette and this color, I'm going to take that and start building up the crease shade. You can use any blue shades. This is honestly just the only blues I really had is this palette and then that one NYX shade. So really just any blues will work. I'm basically just going to be giving the whole look dimension, so I go back in with the blue shade from NYX, which is the hot blue shade, and I just kind of build up that depth in the crease. We're mostly just going to focus with blues, so here we go in with a darker blue even. Just like I said, I wanted to keep giving it dimension, so just find multiple colors of blue and just start adding on. That's basically what I did. Okay, so for the lid, I really wanted a pop of color, and like obviously it's an Ice Queen, so I'm thinking silver and or white. The only one that I have that it's really like in your face is this one from Buxom, and it does still need wet, which is what I'm using this Smashbox Primer Water for. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So it really makes it really stand out, I feel like, if you use silver, but you find one that's really metallic. So then I'm going in with this NYX pencil. It's actually a felt tip eyeliner in just the white shade, and I'm just doing a wing, which was hard. And then I take this NYX Jumbo pencil in white and just kind of put it on my lash line, which, sorry, that just skipped it on you, so you missed that. And then I'm going back in with this NYX shade to kind of bronze up my face how I would normally use a bronzer for, but I'm just using blues. So this is the dark one to be like the contour shade. So you just want to use like one of your darkest shades. I could have used the eyeshadow palette, but I couldn't get my brush to fit in it. So this part is optional. You can bring it down on your neck if you want. I feel like if I was really going to use this and go out with it, I probably would have intensified my neck even more. But I did want to contour my nose because it just felt like it felt off with the rest of my face being blue. So then here you'll see I'm trying to get into this light shade to actually be like the bronzer part of this, and I just put it everywhere. I put the contour but higher, just kind of like a bronzer. I don't know how to explain that. So next I wanted a really white, like intense highlighter shade. So out of this Jaclyn Hill, I think that's the Armed and Gorgeous one. She has this really white color. So I'm using that for my brow bone and for my inner corner, and then I also am trying to highlight with it. I ended up using a different palette because I couldn't get it to work enough. So if you don't have this palette, I'm sorry, but it is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette, and it's just the white shade in it. If you don't have this, just try to find a highlighter that is really white. This next part is mascara. If you have white mascara, great, use that. I didn't, so I tried to use this jumbo pencil from NYX. It was really hard and didn't really work. So I just went ahead and went into it with regular mascara and just used a light hand. So my lower ones I didn't use as much, the upper I did use more. And then I'm trying just using the felt tip from NYX. It also didn't work, so I kind of gave up. So then we're going to add jewels. So I'm basically just using eyelash glue. So this is by House of Lashes, and just sticking jewels wherever. So you can do it however you please. If you want to follow the way I put them on, you can. I just literally put them wherever. So for this part, I definitely suggest if you have blue lipstick to use it. I don't, so I just wet my brush and tried to use that. It ended up working okay. It would probably get really dry throughout the night, but I literally took this right off. So if you have blue wow. If you have blue lipstick, I'd suggest using it, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do if you don't have it. We improvise here. So then we're going to go back in with the white highlighter shade to put it in the middle of my lips to give you that frostbitten look, because we are an ice queen. We're probably, you know, where it's really cold. So this is the final look. Obviously, if you want to be more dramatic and more flare, you could do, you know, more jewels on the eyebrows, but I'm literally going to bed after this, so I didn't want to put glue on my eyebrows. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.